Good morning, everyone. It is Sunday morning, about 9 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. I decided to go ahead and shoot this video early as more updates are coming through. One of the emergency management apps that I've downloaded. Very close to White River, Arizona, there are 3 fires burning. One is about over 6,000 acres now, and it is called the Bronco Fire. So one is about 2 miles southwest of Canyon Day on the White Mountain Apache Reservation. It's also called Fort Apache Indian Reservation if you'd like to keep up with the updates. Anyway, again this morning I'm asking that you hold us in your prayers. There are some communities that are being evacuated, so they're on the go status, and it is becoming very serious. I just received another update about the Billy Fire. It has grown again in size. So that is very near the San Carlos Reservation where my daughter-in-law's family lives. So I'm here at Shallow Lake Campground in Shallow, Arizona this morning. And I wanted to show you in the background, you can see the smoke in the air. We have been advised to wear a mask. And of course, you don't see me with a mask because it's very hard to talk through a mask. And I wanted to give you a visual of just how it's affecting all the other areas around the fires. So the smoke is not as dense this morning as it has been. Shallow Lake Campground has the boat slips. You drive your rig down a hill to the boat slip, and you put your boat in the water. You bring your truck and trailer right over here to park. There are campgrounds around us. Here's an area where you can clean your fish once you've caught them. This is one of the restrooms very near the campgrounds. This is a favored area to campers because they can get to the restroom fairly quickly. This is a beautiful area. There's mostly pinon and juniper. There are some pine trees as well. So the vegetation is dense in this area. They did take us down to stage 1 fire restriction. However, with all of these fires going, I'm pretty certain that we'll be going back to stage 2 shortly. So, another thing I wanted to talk to you about is I posted on one of the other channels that I subscribe to called Solo in the Woods. Barbara Martin is the owner of that channel. And we've been talking about how parents become estranged from our adult children and our grandchildren. Well, it must be in divine order because my younger son and I just ran into each other about 2 weeks ago. in Woodland Lake Park in Pinetop. I almost drove away and I saw this gentleman waving at me. And so I backed up to where I had been sitting across from the restroom, and lo and behold, he took his prescription sunglasses off, and it was my youngest son. He was crying as he approached my vehicle, and he said, "Hello, Mom." And my jaw dropped open. I have not seen or spoken to my son before that day in about 6 years. So you can imagine how we both must have felt. We were both very surprised. But I had been praying, and I had friends of mine at the college praying. His godparents were praying for us. Everyone was praying. And it happened. So since that time, he and I have been in communication. I have been able to see 2 out of 3 of my grandchildren, and it has been wonderful. I've spoken with my daughter-in-law, had a heart-to-heart with her. And you know, there's 2 sides to every story. And she has a story of her own. And so, since my past experience, part of it has been largely mentoring and life coaching people. And so I put on my life coaching hat, and my son and I walked outside after I met my 2.5-year-old, almost 3-year-old granddaughter. And we walked outside together. And I asked him very candidly, it's time for forgiveness. And it's time to show some grace and some real love from the heart. They were separated at the time. And on this morning, when I met my granddaughter, it was the day before he went over there to the house. And they started to talk again after about a week and decided they were going to give it another try. Well, I've been very supportive, and I've been showing some grace, love, and forgiveness from a mother's standpoint. I asked permission to be in contact with my son on a daily basis or every other day. If she approved that I would put my life coaching skills to work. Now, the intent was not to parent him, but to coach him to improve his behavior, for lack of a better word. So I told her, I love you. You are the mother of my grandchildren. When you bring love into the conversation, you see the possibility of everything shifting and evolving and changing. And for this, I am so, so grateful. I want to thank you all for watching my latest video at Shallow Lake Campground in Shallow, Arizona, Please keep us in your prayers. Keep our San Carlos Apache tribe, our White Mountain Apache tribe in your prayers as our hotshots extinguish these fires, which they are so excellent at. Thank you all. I appreciate you. I'm sending my love your way. Thank you and have a wonderful day. If you got something out of this video, please like and subscribe. I'm interested to hear your comments about the possibility of love, connection, understanding, grace, giving grace to a family member you may be estranged from. Love and peace.